So, dear students, good morning, Namaskar. How are you? I hope best for you. I am Mukesh Kumar. Welcome to you online, Mukesh Online Academy. We are doing the first chapter of the NCERT book, Science, for the class 10. That is the chemical reactions and equations. And we have already covered two topics in the two previous videos. That is, the first was the physical change and chemical change, and the second one was the chemical reactions and their examples. So I hope कि you would have seen those videos. आप लोगों ने देख लिए होंगे, और यदि नहीं देखे हो तो इसके हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में लिंक दिए हुए हैं, तो आप वहां जाकर के दोबारा से देख सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो इस वीडियो में हम लोग करेंगे, वी विल डू इन दिस वीडियो द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शंस and activity 1.2 and 1.3. Okay, so one tip for the best preparation, one tip for the exams, for best preparation of exams. So whenever you see or watch any video of the education related material or for your studies related, so it is better you keep a notebook and pen with you. Okay, so whenever you are watching that, so write the keynotes, key points, and take the notes. So you will prepare a summary for your all the studies, okay, for the book. So then it will be much easier for you to revise into the exams. Okay, so because otherwise it becomes very tough. It becomes too much to revise into the exam. So it is better you always prepare a summary. So it is good for you. Okay, so if you have any doubt, if you have any query about the topic, then definitely you just write to us. You can write to us by comments box, or you can write to us through WhatsApp or email. So definitely we will try to solve your query as much as possible. Okay, and if you want to do the live classes, online classes, or if you want the free notes, then you can also write to us on the WhatsApp or on the email. Okay, so now the email ID and the WhatsApp is given in the description box. So now it's time to start. So let's start. So dear students, start करते हैं, और आज हम पढ़ेंगे characteristics of chemical reactions. क्या हम पढ़ रहे हैं? We will study the characteristics of chemical reactions. Okay, so actually whenever a reaction takes place, there are some characteristics by which we can recognize that reaction has been taken place. Otherwise हमको कैसे पता लगेगा कि इसमें reaction हुई या नहीं हुई है? Definitely we will see some results. Okay, so what are those characteristics? क्या है? पहली है हमारी change in state. The second one is change in color. Okay, third is evolution of gas. Fourth is change in temperature. Okay, and the fifth is formation of precipitate. This is also one of the characteristics, formation of precipitate. Okay, so we will cover one by one all these one. So let's take the first one, change in state. Okay, so what is the state means here? So definitely what? See, we have the three physical states. Okay, and what are those three physical states? One is the solid, second is the liquid, and third is the gas. Okay, so these are the three physical states that we have studied earlier. So definitely when reaction is taking place, so there may be change from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or gas to solid. There might be different changes that will be different for the different kind of reactions. Okay, so let's take an example. See, if we heat the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, and pass the electricity through it, then what is formed? Water, which is in the form of liquid. Okay, so what we are taking? The mixture of hydrogen gas, and we are taking the mixture of oxygen gas in a chamber, and we are passing the electricity through it. Okay, when the electricity is passed through it, so what is formed? The liquid water is formed. So that means we are having the change of state gas to liquid. So these two states of changes we are having. Okay, so this was example number A, and let's say example B. See, wax, burning of wax. So when we burn the wax, so during the burning, so what happens basically? First physical change takes place as we have done in the chemical changes also. So this solid wax is converting to liquid wax first. Okay, as you have seen basically कि पहले जब भी मोमबत्ती जलती है, कैंडल जलती है, तो पहले सॉलिड से क्या किस में कन्वर्ट होता है? लिक्विड में, एंड देन दीज लिक्विड्स आर कन्वर्टेड इनटू द वेपर्स. तो वेपर्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है, एंड देन दिस इज द फिजिकल चेंज. दिस इज द फिजिकल चेंज. ओके, नाउ व्हेन वेपर्स, देन क्या होगा? द वेपर्स स्टार्ट बर्निंग. यहां पर इनकी बर्निंग होगी, देन व्हाट दे विल गिव? The flame that we see, along with it they produce the carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, water in the form of gas, CO2 in the form of gas. So that means from the solid wax what we are getting? The gases, carbon dioxide and water, flame, along with a lot of heat is also given. So here we can see this example of a change in temperature also, as we have discussed, given in the early. Change in temperature is also being taking place. So here in this example we are having the two different characteristics which are being seen, that first is the change of state and second is the change in temperature. Okay, so now go for the second one. Now what is the second one? Second is the change in color. Okay, so sometimes we may see the change, whatever the reactant color of the reactant was there, but when the products are formed the color is changed. So we have the several examples for it. We have the several examples. One or two examples we will cover here, then we will see whenever we study the different topics, then we will see the change in color also as a characteristic. Okay, so now let's take some examples. Let's take some examples. Okay, see, when we heat the red lead oxide, when red lead oxide is heated, okay, तो क्या बन रहा है? बेसिकली the yellow lead monoxide is formed. Okay, so we can see this by this diagram. From this diagram we can see this is the red color, this is the red lead oxide. Okay, the formula is Pb3O4. Okay, and this is the yellow lead monoxide. Okay, and the formula is PbO. So this is the color is changing from red to yellow. So this is one of the change. Along with it, one change also happens, that a release of gas is also there. Evolution of gas is also there. Let's see the chemical equation for it. So Pb3O4, and when we are heating it, then we are getting a PbO plus O2. So this is the solid which is yellow in color, and this is the red in color, and this is the gas which is also being produced. See, so let's balance it. So 6 will come here and 2 will come here, and in the oxygen PbO6 or 2 8. So oxygen is also balanced. Okay, so see, here we can see several changes. First, color is changed. So what are the different changes taking place here? Change of color. Okay, second, the evolution of gas. Okay, And third change that we can see here is the change in temperature. That means it is a endothermic reaction, and we have already discussed about the endothermic and exothermic reactions. So this is the endothermic reaction also. So these three changes in the single one equation we are looking at. So right, clear? So this is the example A. Now go for the second example. Okay. Now what happens basically when citric acid and potassium permanganate, okay, see, reaction between citric acid and potassium permanganate. Okay, see, the potassium permanganate, the color, it has the color, basically the purple color it has. Okay, so when we heat the citric acid and potassium permanganate, when these two reactions takes place, then after the reaction, purple color changes to colorless. Okay, the solution becomes colorless. Okay, let's see a diagram. We can see in this diagram, this is the purple color, okay, of KMnO4. This is the potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate is what? KMnO4. Okay, now when we put the citric acid into it, so it becomes water like this color. Okay, it becomes colorless. Okay, after the reaction. So this is also one of the example of the change in color. Let's go for another example. See, the reaction between sulfur dioxide gas and acidified potassium dichromate solution. Okay, clear? See, acidified potassium dichromate solution has the orange color. Okay, and after the reaction with sulfur dioxide gas, it becomes green color. So the green color changes because of the reaction between the sulfur dioxide and potassium dichromate. Let's see this by a diagram. See, as we can see here, see, this is the orange color of potassium dichromate. Okay, for potassium dichromate is K2Cr2O7, and after the reaction with the sulfur dioxide, this becomes green in color. So its orange color is changing to the green color. So this is also an example of the change in color. Clear? Now let's go for the third one. What is the third characteristic? Evolution of gas. Evolution of gas means the gas is being evolved or gas is being formed as a product. This is called the evolution of gas. So let's say various example. So we have already studied the various example, like the first example that we have studied, the reaction of metals with dilute acids. Reaction of metals with dilute acids to produce metal salt, respective metal salt, plus hydrogen gas is also evolved. Clear? So this is one of the example of the hydrogen gas. In this we have already studied, like when zinc metal reacts with the hydrochloric acid, then it produces zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas is also evolved. There is one more change that we see here is the lot of heat is also evolved. So this a reaction is the exothermic reaction. Okay, so we put Cl2, so we put 2 here, so now it is balanced. Let's take another example, like when zinc reacts with the dilute. So this is the dilute acid. Okay, dilute sulfuric acid, this is the sulfuric acid dilute. Okay, then it forms the zinc sulfate, and plus hydrogen gas is also evolved. Along with this, a lot of heat is also evolved. Let's say magnesium, and magnesium reacts with the hydrochloric acid, again diluted. Okay, then also the magnesium chloride is formed along with the evolution of the hydrogen gas, and along with it a lot of heat is also produced. So there is a change in temperature also. So this is also the exothermic reaction. Similarly, when magnesium reacts with the sulfuric acid diluted, okay, then again magnesium sulfate is formed and plus hydrogen gas is evolved, plus a lot of heat is evolved. So this is the zinc chloride, this is zinc sulfate, this is magnesium chloride, this is magnesium sulfate. So here we are having the two different changes. One, the gas is being evolved. Second, the heat is also there. Third, there is a change of state also. Okay, so that we can also see. Now, in the second example, this is example A and this is example B. Now, see, when we heat the mixture of potassium chlorate and MnO2, means heating a mixture of potassium chlorate, and manganese dioxide. Manganese dioxide, MnO2. This is MnO2 and this formula is KClO3. This same reaction we have studied before also. In the last video I have also told you about this reaction. So what is happening here? Basically when the KClO3 or the potassium chlorate is heated in presence of MnO2. Here the MnO2 is working as a catalyst, as I discussed with you in the last video also. Okay. So what is a catalyst? Basically it increases the speed of reaction, and is not used or very minimally used. तो इनको हम क्या कहते हैं? इनको हम कहते हैं कैटालिस्ट कहते हैं. हमारी बॉडी में बहुत सारे कैटालिस्ट होते हैं जिनको हम बायो कैटालिस्ट बोलते हैं. तो क्या बनाएगा? एक पोटेशियम क्लोराइड बनाएगा और प्लस ऑक्सीजन गैस. तो बैलेंस करें इसको हम 2, यहां भी 2 आएगा और यहां हमारा ये 3 आ जाएगा. क्लियर? सो हियर the gas is being evolved. See here also we are having the two different changes. First, evolution of gas, and the second we are having the heat is given. Heat is absorbed basically. Given means absorbed, given from outside. That means this is an endothermic reaction. Okay, some more characteristics we will study later also. Okay. So these are the two characteristics that we are seeing here of the chemical reactions. Okay. Now take the third one. Next example. See what is the third example? Reaction between metal carbonates and dilute acids to form carbon dioxide gas. Okay, let's say an example, like if we react the sodium carbonate with the hydrochloric acid that is diluted, then what will be made? Sodium chloride will be made, plus carbon dioxide gas will be released, and plus water will be formed. Okay, so here if we balance it, then we will have to put 2 here, we will have to put 2 here. Now it is balanced. Okay, so here what is being evolved is the carbon dioxide gas is being evolved. So this is also one of the example of the evolution of gas, and later on when we go to the other chapters, other topic, then also we come to know what can be the many examples of these type of characteristics. Okay, so now go for the next one, the fourth characteristic. What is the fourth characteristic? Change in temperature. Change in temperature means either the final product can be warm or it can be cool. If it is becoming warm after the reaction, that means heat is evolved, and these are called the exothermic reactions. Okay, exothermic reactions. Now if it is becoming cold, that means it is here the heat is being absorbed. Heat is absorbed. So that means these are called the endothermic reactions. Okay, so if endothermic reactions may be there, then we may need to give heat from outside, to give energy from outside. Okay, so these two type of changes can be there. Either the temperature can rise, so in this case the temperature increases, or in this case the temperature decreases. Example, let's take an example A. See, when we heating of limestone or marble, okay, to produce quicklime. Okay, so what is the formula of limestone or marble? Calcium carbonate. And what is the formula of quicklime? Is CaO, calcium oxide. So now when we heat the calcium carbonate, so what is formed? Quicklime is formed, and the carbon dioxide gas is also released. So here we are having two things: one, evolution of gas, and second, endothermic reaction. That means we are giving heat from the outside. Clear? Evolution of gas, change in state you can also say. As you can see from this diagram, see, this is the marble, limestone. This is the limestone, this is the black limestone, and this is the white limestone. Both are having the same formula, CaCO3. Okay, and this after the heating, after we heat it, it becomes the quicklime. Okay, which is bearing the formula of CaO. So this is the example. Here the evolution of gas is there, and the endothermic nature is also there. Let's go for the second example. See, the reaction between barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. Okay, see, what is the formula of barium hydroxide? BaOH whole twice. And what is the formula of ammonium chloride? NH4Cl. See, when this reaction takes place, a lot of heat is absorbed. A lot of heat is absorbed, and solution mixture becomes cool. That means temperature decreases. So this is the example of endothermic reaction. Clear? And what is the reaction? Basically, the barium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. So what is being made? The barium chloride is being made, plus ammonia gas is being made, and plus water is being made. Ammonia is NH3, plus water is being made. So let's balance it. So here it will come 2, and here it will come 2. So now it is balanced. Clear? So this is another example of the endothermic reaction. Okay. Now the next example, when we mix quicklime to water. Okay, not the reverse. We have to add quicklime to water. Okay, a lot of heat is evolved. So when the heat is being evolved, so that means the mixture becomes warm. Mixture becomes warm. हम बाहर से छू के देखेंगे तो हमको ये बहुत ज्यादा गर्म लगेगा. So it very be careful. Okay, जैसे अब देखिए हमने जो है क्विकलाइम इज क्या है, अभी हमने पढ़ा था CaO, and we have mixed it with the water. Okay, then what is being formed? CaOH whole twice. This is called the lime water, and also the solid portion is called the slaked lime. See, when we mix the quicklime with the water, so the liquid portion that is being left, that is called the lime water, and the solid portion which is not dissolved, that is called the slaked lime. Clear? So both have got the separate uses. Okay, आपने देखा होगा पान वगैरह की दुकानों में जो रहता है चूना जो लगाते हैं ना, पान पे लगाते हैं चूना, कहते हैं ना चूना लगाना है पान पे, तो ये क्या है हमारा, दिस इज द स्लेट लाइम दैट वी यूज. Okay, lime water is very good as a antacid also because it is a basic in nature. Okay, so let's see a diagram. This is the quicklime. Okay, and this, in this diagram we have mixed the water and quicklime both, and this when we are touching from the outside, so this will feel warm, that means the temperature increases. So this is a kind of exothermic reaction. Clear? Okay, now let's go for another example. Reaction between metals and acids, as we have seen earlier, also develops the heat. So these are also the exothermic reactions. So this is one of the example, we have already discussed about it. Okay, and then next example, see, when we burn the carbon, burning of carbon or any other fuel like CNG, like LPG, okay, gives a lot of heat. Clear? So this is the example of exothermic reaction. There are so many examples that we will come in later also. See, what is there in carbon? Carbon is found in the coal, and when it burns in presence of air, what it forms, the carbon dioxide gas is formed along with the liberation of lot of heat. So heat in the form of fire. Okay, as we can see from this diagram, this is the coal, black in color. I think most of you might have seen, क्योंकि आजकल ये दिखता नहीं है, बहुत कम दिखता है कोल, पहले हम लोगों ने तो काफी देखा है, आजकल बच्चों ने शायद नहीं देखा होगा. तो दिस इज द कोल, और जब हम इसमें when we put at fire, so this is the fire which is provides the heat. Similarly, जब भी हम गैस, जैसे हमारे घर में एलपीजी होती है, जब हम उसको बर्न करते हैं तो उससे हीट निकलती है, वी कैन कुक द फूड. Similarly, जैसे हम सीएनजी वगैरह से भी कर सकते हैं, पाइप से भी आजकल गैस आती है. So all these are the exothermic reaction. Any reaction where the heat is being given out is called the exothermic reaction. Okay. The last characteristic that we will study is the formation of precipitate. Formation of precipitate. So first let us understand what is a precipitate. Okay, precipitate is a solid substance. Okay, separated in a chemical reaction. Separated in a chemical reaction. Okay, clear? So how can we form it? So it can be formed by, number one, mixing two aqueous solutions. Okay, clear? When we mix the two aqueous solutions, तो उसमें क्या होगा, एक हमारा प्रोडक्ट बनेगा जो सॉलिड होगा, which is not soluble in water. When one of the product formed is insoluble. Okay, so let's take an example for this. See, for this example, when we add the reaction between barium chloride, means BaCl2, and sulfuric acid, what is H2SO4. Okay, so what is happens, so white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed. क्या होगा यहाँ पर, white precipitate हमारा barium sulfate का यहाँ पर बन रहा है. Okay, now so let's see the reaction. So BaCl2, this is the aqueous solution, plus H2SO4 diluted, this is also aqueous solution, and what is being formed, BaSO4, this is the white precipitate. White precipitate, this is the barium sulfate is BaSO4, and plus hydrochloric acid is formed in the aqueous solution, and this is the solid which is being given. Clear? You can see from this diagram, this is the barium chloride solution, and this which we are pouring is a sulfuric acid. Okay, so as we pour this sulfuric acid to the barium chloride solution, aqueous solution is there. Okay, then a white precipitate of barium sulfate is being formed. So this is the white. You can see there is one thing you can see here. There is a change in color also. There is a change in color also. Okay. There is a formation of precipitate also. So the two characteristics we can look here. Clear? Now another example we will take. Second example. See, when the reaction between potassium iodide solution and lead nitrate solution. Okay, this is also aqueous solution. So what is being formed? The yellow precipitate of lead iodide is formed. So here, so what is the formula? PbI2. How do we? Right now we are going to discuss an activity on it. So Ki aqueous plus lead nitrate. This is also aqueous solution. So what is being formed? The lead iodide. Solid is there. So this is the yellow PPT. Okay, and we get the KNO3 in the aqueous solution. Clear? So here we are having the two different changes. One, the change in color, and second we are having the change of state also. Okay. Now what is the another way of forming the precipitate? The second method is by passing a gas to aqueous solution. Let's take an example. So when we pass the carbon dioxide gas to the lime water, this is the lime water, and when we pass the carbon dioxide gas to it, then a white precipitate of calcium carbonate is formed. This is the white precipitate, this is the solid, and plus water is formed. So this test is used to test presence of carbon dioxide. हम इसकी presence of carbon dioxide यूज करने के लिए हम इसको टेस्ट को यूज हम लोग करते हैं. Clear? See, now we will do the activity 1.2 which is there in our NCERT की book में है. ठीक है? So what is this activity 1.2 and what are we going to do in this activity? The reaction between the lead nitrate and potassium iodide. The example that we just see. Okay. So what are we going to show here? One, the formation of precipitate, and second is the change in color. So there are more than one characteristic of the chemical reactions we can see here. So what are the material required? We will need two test tubes or beakers, and we will need the lead nitrate solution, and its color is colorless, transparent. So the next thing, we will need the potassium iodide solution, aqueous solution. This is also colorless. And what is the procedure? See, this is the lead nitrate solution. Okay, and this is the potassium iodide solution. Now we are mixing both. So when we start mixing both slowly and slowly, then what will happen? What will be observed? See, when we start mixing, when the reaction starts taking place, now the color is changing to yellow. That means the precipitate of the lead iodide is being formed. When we mix more of the precipitate, when the reaction has been occurred more, जब ज़्यादा reaction हो चुकी है, so then what are we getting? The whole of the beaker is getting the yellow in color. So this is the because of the formation of the lead iodide which is yellow in color. Okay. So what we have seen here, formation of precipitate, and change in the color. So definitely what precautions we have to take? We have to handle the chemicals with care. So now we will do the activity 1.3. Here we will show the reaction between the zinc granules and the sulfuric acid, okay, for the evolution of gas. Now this is activity 1.3. So this is the reaction between the zinc granules and the dilute sulfuric acid. What are we going to show from this? First, the evolution of gas means the hydrogen gas will be evolved, and second, the change in temperature means the heat is evolved, that we will also see here, okay. And third thing, we will check the test for hydrogen gas also, okay. Now what are the materials required? We will need a conical flask, okay. We will need some stoppers, so you can say cork with the holes, okay, so that we can fit a tube. These are the corks. They can be plastic cork and they can be the cork from the bark of the tree. So these are the zinc granules, okay. Now this is the sulfuric acid that we will use to do the reaction. This is the tube that we will insert here so that the gas can be passed out. This is the tube, glass tube, okay. And we will need the matchstick and candle box to test the gas. So now what is the procedure? We will take some granules in the conical flask, then we will add the diluted sulfuric acid, and then we will put cork by having a tube fitted in it, and all the things should be airtight. This tube also be airtight, and this cork should also be airtight so that no gas comes out of it. So when the reaction starts taking place, then hydrogen gas will come out of it, okay. So there is a evolution of hydrogen gas. Now what are we going to observe? One is the evolution of gas, second, change in temperature. If we touch the bottom of this beaker, then we will feel it hot. Clear? Now how will we show that evolution of hydrogen gas? See, we have taken, now instead of taking a straight tube, here what we have taken, a conical tube, and we have passed this tube to the soap solution. So when the hydrogen gas comes out of it, it will come into the form of bubbles, because hydrogen gas is not soluble into the water. So when these bubbles are coming out, we will bring a burning matchstick or a burning candle near these bubbles, and this gas will burn with the pop sound, and this is the characteristic of the hydrogen gas. So this is how we test the hydrogen gas in the laboratory, and the question also comes into the exam: write a test for the showing the hydrogen gas, okay. So it burns with the pop sound. So definitely precautions we have to take. Acids can harm us, so we have to handle them with care. So this is the activity end, okay. So now dear students, we have studied in this video the different characteristics of chemical equations, like change in state, like change in color, like evolution of gas, change in temperature, formation of precipitate. We have seen various diagrams. We have done activity 1.1 and 1.2 also. So in the next video we will discuss about the chemical equations, and if in the last topic that we have studied till now in all these three videos or any video, if you have any doubt or any query, and then you can write to us, you can mail to us, you can WhatsApp to us. If you want to have the notes also, then you can write to us, and we will definitely solve your query. So so students, you must have enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching. So write your comments about the video and any query and doubt about the topic in the comment box, and if you want the live classes, then also you can ask us. So thank you so much.